You've probably heard the buzz. Condo projects across the Toronto and GTA are getting cancelled left, right, and center. Some never even make it past the sales phase. Others are getting shut down mid-construction. So what's really going on? In this video, I'm going to unpack the truth behind these cancellations. Why it's happening, how serious the situation really is, what it means for buyers and investors, and why resale condos might suddenly be a smarter play. So if you're thinking about buying pre-construction right now, or you're already stuck in one, this is info that you need to hear. And if you want to discuss your situation, there's a link in the description where you can book a time that works best for you. So let's start with what sparked this. New condo sales across Toronto and the GTA have collapsed. In April 2025, only 105 new condo units were sold. That's 94% below the 10-year average. And in March 2025, wasn't any better. It sold 160 units, which is still 92% below the industry average. So we're talking lowest sales volume since the 1990s. This isn't just a bad month. It's the entire sales cycle on pause. And when pre-construction sales stop, so does the construction. Why, you may ask? Because developers need those early sales in order to secure financing, in order to hire trades and schedule their builds. So if they can't hit those early targets, the project doesn't move on. And in many cases, they cancel it. So the construction pipeline is drying up. And we're already seeing it in the numbers. So in Q1 of 2025, just 497 condo units started construction in the GTA. That's a 79% drop compared to 2024, and the lowest since 1996. So yes, 2025 will still see about 31,000 completions, but after that, it's a different story. And in 2026, completions are expected to even plummet to around 17,000 units. So this is a domino effect of weak sales. What doesn't start now won't finish later. And just when we expect immigration and demand to ramp up in a few years, say in the next 1 or 2 years, we're likely facing another major housing shortage. You've probably heard that construction costs are skyrocketing, but that's only partially true. Construction costs in Toronto and the GTA have mostly stabilized in the last year. Labor is more available, and some materials have become cheaper. But there's something called tariffs in 2025, especially on steel and aluminum, that have caused prices to spike again. That adds risk to long-term projects. And developers can't just slash prices. If sale prices fall below the cost to build, the numbers simply don't work. So they'd rather cancel the project as opposed to lose millions of dollars. So what happens when a project gets canceled? Well, most buyers do get their deposits refunded, but they've also lost 2 to 4 years of waiting period. And the market they're re-entering today has a higher rates with very different prices. So that's a big hit, especially for people who bought back in 2021 or 2022 expecting to move in this year. So the question is, should you still buy pre-construction? So pre-construction isn't entirely dead, but it is riskier than before. And you need to do serious due diligence. You must research the developer's track record, confirm whether they've actually finished projects, and read the fine print on cancellation clauses, and also understand what's covered under Terrion, because not everything is. And for many buyers, resale is starting to look a lot more appealing. Why, you may ask? Because there's no wait period, so no 4 to 5 years of waiting time, transparent pricing, no surprise costs come closing. Some sellers are motivated, so that gives you some negotiating power. And some assignments are going for less than the original prices, so there's some opportunity there. So with all this going on, what happens next? So some experts think that sales might rebound slightly later in 2025 if developers offer better incentives or pricing. But industry experts project anywhere between 6,000 to 6,500 new condo sales this year in 2025. That's better than 2024's 4,800, but still far from the 20,000 per year that Toronto and the GTA usually sees. So if demand bounces back in 2026, but new builds don't keep up, we could hit another supply crunch just when buyers and renters come flooding back. So yes, buyers do have more power today than they did in 2021, but it only matters if you use it wisely. So once again, stick with reputable builders, look for projects that have already broken ground, or go for resale properties with strong long-term value. And buying today can still be a smart move, but only if you buy the right thing from the right people. So if you're thinking of making a move, pre-con or resale, my team and I work all across the GTA. We're here to offer you real advice and help you navigate through your real estate journey. So book a call using the first link in the description below. And if this video helped clarify anything, give it a like, drop your questions in the comments, and subscribe for more weekly breakdowns. And I'll see you in the next video.